So, hi guys, this is episode 4 of Boring Talks. But before I introduce our chief guest of the day, I want to tell you a small story. So, one day I was sitting in Parivar Bakery, which is opposite our college in Mysore. And one day a junior comes running up to me, and I'm just enjoying my tea. And he asked me, asked me just a very strange question. He asked, like, where do I find God? Where do I find God? It's a very deep question. How can I answer it so quickly? But he kept on, persisting. He's asking me, where is it? Where is God? So then I told him, the correct question is not where is God. The correct question for you as a junior is where is Manthan? So after 1 week, I was sitting in college, sitting on the green benches, and over there, the same junior comes up next to me, and he sits next to me, and he asks me, where do I contact God? Right? Then I thought for a few seconds. Then I told him that anytime, anywhere, you never contact God. Only Manthan will contact you. So, the relationship between Manthan and his juniors is like Surya and Chandran, night, day, idli vada. It's so, close between each other. Very interesting. There was a survey which was taken after the freshers party of, recently 2019. The survey was called Thirittu Kelvigal, and the results of the survey says that 97% of junior girls call Manthan as their brother. So, Manthan, what do you have to say about that?
First of all, very good evening and thanks for the big introduction. I never expected that, to be honest. Brothers, because I've always seen them as my sisters, so they call me brothers.
Nice answer.
Comparing Manthan to God is next level.
So like I said, episode 4, the topic for today is junior-senior relationship. So Manthan obviously has a great following of juniors in NI. He's in 4th year. He has a great following, 2nd and 3rd. He's like Bahubali for them. But on a more serious note, so why I've called him here is because he's got some expertise in that area. So I want to start by asking, what was your relationship with your seniors in school, college, and all that?
Okay, I've always had cordial relationship with my seniors. Like not too cordial, just okay type. I've never had my best senior kind and all. So I always wanted to be a best senior to my juniors. Whatever I didn't get, I wanted to make sure that my juniors had. In IP itself, I just had 2 seniors. I don't want to mention their names. Just 2 of them. I went to trip and all with them. But every time it was just like only those 2 who were helping me. I couldn't make real connect with anyone else. They wouldn't take efforts, or when I approached them, they would lag behind. So I thought, okay, I should be an ideal senior to my juniors. I should be helpful to them. So that's all where it started.
So ideal senior means, in a normal definition is helping when you want notes, class notes, flow dynamic notes, giving a life advice, all those things. So what is your definition of an ideal senior?
There's no ideal person in this world at all. It's everything like you picturize something. According to myself, it's like an ideal senior is one who be a friend to you, not a senior, a brother, a sister, whatever sort of relationship you expect to. Not just helping in the notes or just them. No, it's like how you go with your friends. Like you have your best friends, la. The same way you should have some connect with the seniors. Like from doing your seminars, doing your project work, doing your PPTs, they should be with you. They should guide you. Now also I'm doing my project report. I have my help of my seniors, just the 2 of them. They send their reports. I'm just taking their help. But I don't have many people to just like take ideas, get influence and all. So I wanted to make sure that my juniors have the best. Not only me, but my friends, like, right, some other girls are also like very close to juniors. So we have a batch. Our gang is always close to the juniors. You know that. So we are trying to help everyone because you are new to the system. You need to get adapted to the system. Now I'm in final year. I'm adapted to this engineering system. You know how stressful it is. initially I found it very difficult. I didn't want my juniors to suffer so I'm being very close with them, like they're very good best friend.
So you approach the juniors or they approach you? How does it work?
Okay, this all started back in third year, I guess. Pratibim, Apartment Fest.
Mhm.
So that's the time when I was given responsibility. I was the CR then, back then. Now also I'm the CR, but Pratibim I had in charge, like trusted me. So we had to do something big. Like other department fests are always speak and loud. Our department fest didn't have that big TRPs ratings, whatever you call in television
Mhm.
programming. I always wanted to beat that. I always wanted to make IP name high, to keep IP name high. So we all worked together. We started picturizing how we can do those decorations, those T-shirts, those small marginal profits that would help us in decorations, team lunch, something like that. And from there, it all started the bonding. It's almost an year now.
Mm. Oh, I have to ask a question. Okay.
Yeah, I know
So,
it.
so this, in the workplace also. So, a lot of, our batchmates and our seniors, they work in the workplace. Junior senior relationship is also like manager employee, somewhat.
Yeah, sure.
But inside the workplace, and when you go outside, it's obviously all fun and what's happening and all. So, how do you maintain that balance when you have to tell them that, boss, this is what it is, or you be a friend to them at times? So, how do you maintain that
No, see, there's
balance?
always a difference between a boss and a leader.
Yeah.
I've always been a leader, inspire them. Like, see, if you go command someone to do some work, they will never do. Just shower them some love. Just be requesting enough. Please, can you do this for me? Could you do that? Could you do this? Like, give them a choice. They'll obviously turn back to you. That's how I started. It's very simple. I'm being very polite, gentle, and very calm to them. So I get my work done.
Being
Okay, like I'm not connected to our class much, except for the 10, 12. Like I talk to everyone in the class, but only the 10, 12 people, the same 10, 12, 15, 20 to the max, those who attended freshers. So only those people like are close to me. It's not like you should listen to me. It's just that I'm doing something correct. I just need your support. They're all doing such big things, not big things, I'd say. We are doing something which hasn't been done in the past. You have to come forward and support. That's where juniors stood different from our classmates.
why is that? What is the reason? Because of
Yeah,
you,
that's what
or
this.
what was it?
Our class mentality was like, IP no, ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, IP ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ. That's what's our class opinion. But what I saw with juniors was like, we should take IP's flag high. We should take IP's name in next level. We are no less to anyone. They had the spirits in them. Our class peoples were lazy. That's what I'd say. Or some might have had issues with me, which so indirectly they wouldn't support these events because I was in charge most of the times.
So I think it's going into the controversial zone. So we'll come out of that.
Yeah, please.
See, the question is because when we were juniors, right? We didn't take much of an initiative to organize a freshers party. Our seniors did it for us. We all know how it ended and all that, right? But what I was very happy about is this time IP girls came out on top in sports, right? They came first.
Yeah, sports.
So kudos to Maitri and you and the whole entire team, right? So when I saw the enthusiasm, all the every sport they were at least participating. Win or not is not, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
You participate, and they came out first. That was a great feeling, actually, for me at least.
It all started last year. Last year when I was in third year, the final years, they have classes only on Saturdays and Sunday. So literally, these are the super seniors of the branch. When we were in third year, what we discussed with second years and the first years was, we will participate this year. I'm talking about 2019. We will participate. We will go forward as much as possible, one step at a time. We used to take one sport at a time. and we won some 3 to 4 games last year. So this year we decided that when we, without any preparation, we could manage to win 3 to 4 games. With preparation, we are capable of winning championship. So that's how it all started. And trust me, IP is a branch that too with girls section. We are very less in numbers compared to EC, CS, any other branch. We are very few. You have some 60, 70 girls. Of them, only 20 to 25 girls come for sports. You have to form team with only those 20 girls. If you see the sport, nucleus remains same. The 5, 6 remain the same and used to make team around them. That's all. They work very hard. Everyone just says girls won the championship, but the work of boys are so much that it's not spoken. They say behind every successful man, there is a woman. Behind every successful woman, there is a man. And behind our IP Girls Championship, it is the effort of IP boys. They practice. All they did was coaching our girls. They practice just hours before their game. Most of the time, they spend time with girls. And that's how we resulted with championship.
So you are saying, it's a very important point, right? You're saying that, more than a junior-senior relationship, the juniors itself, the third years itself could group up and say, we're going to win this.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing I've not seen in probably 2-3 years, 2-3 batches.
Sure.
Even not in ours, right? But
yeah.
Moving on to the main part of the discussion, I want to talk about the freshers party, right? So,
okay.
By the way, I don't want to, in this talk, I don't want to, say that Manthan is great and all, but I'm just saying the fact because we were talking in Bangalore, Mysore, the train Chamundi Express.
Yeah.
And you said you had a volleyball match. I said, okay, you are playing. Like, no, they need me. So first I thought, what is this arrogance and all? Then I realized that, okay, you know what? If you are there, maybe it's a motivation for them. Motivation to win or whatever. So, right, moving on to freshers party. I think that is the gossip section of this episode. But okay, let's start off, right? So freshers party is for juniors, straight off. It's 4 years, it's just you come or not, it's up to you. But juniors, and I think 30-42 people came in juniors only.
From each year?
From each year, 30 to 40.
Total strength was 110.
Okay, so only 1 to 3, how many, 1 to 3 years, how many people came?
22 were from final year. So 21, I guess, 21, 22, I don't know, remember the exact figures.
Okay.
But just 20, I guess. Yeah, 22.
Okay, close to 80, 88, 80.
Some 90, it was 90 juniors.
90 juniors.
20.
Okay, we'll keep it at 90, So 90 juniors, getting 90 guys to agree to this, obviously a big task. First of all, there's obviously the planning, there's the venue, what time will it end, what is the budget, etc., etc. So how did you manage to convince everybody? How did you start off?
Actually, it was not my idea to start. It was third year's idea, to be honest.
Oh.
Asked me like, why are you not planning for freshers?
Okay.
I said, I have many other works. Finally, many other, placements. I was placed back then, yeah. But still, there were some other activities going on. I was preparing for my GRE and all. They said, we will stand beside you. You just be the face of this event. We will support you. I literally did nothing there. I just went to classrooms, announced things. From booking hotels, from contacting managers, getting discounts, getting the prices worked out. Every single thing was done by my team. I had a very good team. They did every single work. Just to pay the advance and finance thing, I handled, that's it. From contacting managers, visiting the hotel, booking, speakers, rents, then what are the events to be done, what are the prizes to be given, everything my team planned. So planning was very important. It was around 10 to 15 days. The dates were not working. We took it October 25, I guess, the date, if I'm not wrong, sorry. The entire October, we were busy planning. Like, we used to stay in college post 5:36. We used to stay in college. We used to disc. We used to work out. See, the main issue we had was the pricing. Because it should be affordable to everyone. I just heard some CS party had 700 rupees. EC had 50 rupees. No, that's not the point here. We wanted it to be affordable for everyone. it's not like everyone are super rich or everyone are super poor. Like it should be like, okay, everyone are affordable to it. So we discussed on pricing. We never sacrificed on our luxury. We never sacrificed on our comfort. At the same time, we wanted to be a nominal fee. So we worked out, we contacted so many restaurants. We had a WhatsApp group, we had so many discussions, and finally we finalized the price and the hotel and everything and went ahead with the plan.
So you say if third years started off anything. So what was your work the entire freshers party? You say third years did. What do you think they were self-motivated, or do you think you motivated them to do this? What was it?
They're all self-motivated. I never motivated anyone. They motivated more than I motivated them. Okay, it's like they wanted to always have some get together kind. Our staff say no, we are not just staff here, we are all a family.
Yeah.
I felt it with them. They say we are all a family, why don't we have some get together kind? Now also I get so many messages saying we have a farewell. I said if at all not for a farewell, just let's have a get together kind.
Hey, Manthan, Nama class group you put all please find assignment, please find a quiz. In other groups they're like farewell.
See, you know how good responses come from our class.
See, if you are saying that you are such a good leader, you should be able to do it anywhere. Is what I'm saying.
See, good leader, bad leader doesn't define one person. Okay, I'm being a good leader because I've got such good team. I would have been a bad leader if I didn't get a good team. As simple as that. So they're all listening to me, not listening to me. Just we exchange things mutually. The wavelength is matching, which isn't with our classmates. So we are well with that.
But okay, so this discussion is being very specific to IP, NI, and all these things. So let's take it in general. Speaking generally, like I said, boss-manager relationship. So just to come to the question that when you have to reprimand your juniors, they're doing something wrong, but for whatever reason, they're doing something wrong. You have to tell them that what you're doing is wrong. But then you're also saying that, no, I have to be a friend. If juniors are your friend, they will not listen to you. So when do you tell them that, boss, you have to listen to me now? I'm telling you, I'm your senior. When do you do that?
At times they become my seniors and they rag me, to be honest.
Yeah.
They rag me a lot. And now also they've been calling. I said I have an interview with Shiva. They're calling. But I just put my phone aside. Coming back to the question. See, I don't find it difficult to be like dual-minded role. Like friend and a boss and a leader, manager thing. See, professional front is professional. See, I have to get my work done from them. I'll have to be strict. Like there are ways of being strict. It's not just commanding them. Just make them understand what they have to do. This is your role. See, for example, this championship thing. Many of the girls or the boys had an issue waking up early in the morning. This generation has that problem. But still they managed to come every day at 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. People traveled around 7 to 8 kilometers in the dark. There were girls from very conservative families who did manage to come at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, what motivated them? They are lazy bugs, but still they came. Just that you just define your goal. You just define what you're going towards, and they'll definitely follow it. No one is dumb enough to you have to sit and explain like a LKG student. See, this is the work. For example, I'm a manager, you're my colleague. See, Shiva, this is my work. This is the task. The client has asked us to do this part of work. You're doing this much, I'm doing this much. If you're not doing, then I'll have to terminate you.
Okay. But the difference is I don't have a contract with you. I'm your junior, you're my senior. You're not boss and
you're my junior. Okay, yeah.
Correct. So in this case, motivating somebody without incentive, without stock options or whatever is tough. So getting up at 5:30, was it your idea? They are only self-motivated. Okay, I have to get up at 5:30. I have to win this championship or what?
No, Maitri used to call everyone at 5 in the morning, wake them up, bug them to come to this.
Dinesh, I should have called Maitri also in this interview. That would have been better.
Probably in the next video we'll call her also.
Yeah.
She used to call them, make them bug to attend the meetings, like the practice sessions.
Okay.
They used to come, they used to turn up. They never failed.
Because I'm trying to understand the bigger thing here. So what, 54 people in our class, okay, right? But
Okay.
So I'm not saying like a lot of people have leadership qualities. Many people among our peers. I'm not saying that, but very few are able to connect with juniors. Some have that quality. Like for example, I'm too maybe strict or whatever. You're a bit chill. You're a bit friendly with them and all that, which is fine. So the approaches are different, is what I'm saying. How to get
approaches do matter. Like for example, I don't want to mention the one instant. I mean the particular instant name. There was an election going on in third year class. Some of our classmates went there, and they literally ragged them. Our class people, like juniors, ragged our class people because they're being super arrogant. They were being like, "I'm your senior. You have to listen to me." That's not going to work here. See, no one is boss here. You're a student, I'm a student. Everyone is a student of this institute. You're just 1 or 2 years less, okay? The same way I go there, I just go stand, I just say something, they listen to me. Because I've been polite. I'm just telling them an information which their other classmates would have done. So there's a difference like commanding instructions to passing information. When they don't shower that 100, it's like disappointing. Like sometimes I do feel like I'm not getting respects like other seniors get, but I'm more than happy with the love they're showering back to me.
You don't get as much respect as in, I mean, what do you mean by that?
Like other seniors, my friends, they like when they say it at once, they'll be like, okay, I have to say it thrice, 4 times, 5 times.
Oh, that.
Listen. Like they take me as granted at times.
Do you prefer that, or how is it?
It doesn't matter to me actually. See, until and unless you like them, the matter of self-respect doesn't come into picture.
Okay.
They tease me very bad. Like what my best friends do, the same way they also do. They're also my best friends for sure. They tease the same way as them. So I don't see a difference there.
Like, it comes up, if a teacher is too friendly with a student, I'm just saying, then sometimes you stop taking the teacher only seriously. If the teacher says,
I've done that. No. I've done that in my life.
No, because see, you don't know where the line is blurring. That's why I keep coming back to the same question, right? When do you have to be a senior and when do you have to say, okay, let's have fun? That's the, big thing. And you have said it, that sometimes juniors don't take you seriously, which is okay. Sometimes you can have fun. But when you're trying to
see, when there is some, I get it now. When there is something serious, on a serious note, there is something to be. That times, I never change my voice tone or never change my attitude. You've seen me from the past 4 years. I never change my attitude. I've always remained the same chill, cool guy, playing around. So I never change my voice tone or anything. They understand according to situations. They know, like, this is the time to make fun of me. They make fun of me. They know this is a serious situation. We have to listen to him. We have to do this work. So my job is easy. Even with the example, like I may take the teacher for granted. End of the day, I know I am the one who have to protect that teacher.
So protect the teacher as an I didn't get it.
See, I take the teacher for granted. Like I tease her, like I talk to her like a friend, to him or her like a friend. End of the day, it's my duty to see that no one else does to that teacher. Like I'm now friend. I'm your friend. We both can fight. I won't let another one to come and fight with me. I'll kill him.
Okay,
you get
that way. Okay. So you're saying that overall a senior should be friendly, but protective and no nonsense at some times.
Yeah. And you should not take advantage of juniors. Okay, some like I have witnessed this in my school days. Like I've been very sincere boy back then in school. Like they used to give me some work. I used to do it, but it was their work. You share the work. Don't give entire portion it to your the one who is in lower positions. Share the work.
Okay.
Don't be dominating. Don't be like commanding. I've been using the word commanding. Like share everything. Bonding matters.
So, to end up the discussion, what is the one or rather two advice you would give your juniors? Because third years are going to fourth year, they're going to pass out now. So
Okay.
you'll obviously want them to be like you, right? I mean, whatever
Obviously.
egoistic, say whatever, you'll want them to be a bit like you, be how you are to their juniors, right? What will you tell them?
Everyone is unique. Everybody is unique. I want to be the first month and the last month.
Oh,
I want someone else to be there first. I am not second of someone. I am the first month. I am the last month in this world. So the first advice I would give them is just be you, be calm, like treat everyone same. Just because you're a senior, you don't have any commanding position over them. Tomorrow you will be a junior to someone else. You come to walk into a company or go into some universities, even you'll be the junior. Remember that in your mind. Second thing is, I would ask them to just carry forward the legacy we've carried on. Like we won this championship. I wish them best of luck for the next year. Next year, I would wish boys and girls together win the overall championship.
Yeah.
And dream.
So that's the nice thing to say. All the juniors are listening to this. Manthan's, you've heard Manthan, the first and the last Manthan on the planet.
They'll be laughing now. I have to check out the comment section now.
No, it's a good advice. It's good advice to end the thing. So thanks, Manthan, for coming here. I think we are run out.